All right, so we're going to talk about a couple ways to be a better coach right out of the gate. First off, understand that coaching and leadership are synonymous with what we're trying to accomplish, and leadership takes many roles, and you have to understand where in the leadership scope you are with each participant in your class or your group. Each level of leadership can you can vary through the levels throughout the entire class. You have to know where you are with each of those people. The people that you just know their names, you have to immediately like build a relationship with them by talking to them and kind of getting to know them a little bit. And then the second part of that, so coaching is leadership, and then coaching is also impacting other people. It's not You're not coaching for selfish reasons. You're coaching for the impact you have on others. Right. So we kind of break that down into six categories. And the first is knowledge, understanding the material that you're supposed to be presenting on, that you're supposed to be teaching, whatever that is. But the second part to knowledge is relaying that knowledge into manageable chunks to lay people. In the coaching world, when you're put in charge, you're looked at as the expert, and you can give as much detail as possible. And your clientele is mostly going to be lay people, meaning they're not an expert in this particular field. So you can be as knowledgeable as you want to, or as knowledgeable as you are, but until you can relay that message to other people and get them to understand these concepts, then what use is that knowledge? So kind of keep that in mind as you go into teaching people. I tell my students all the time that um, having a bachelor's degree or a master's degree in science is useless unless you can give that information to like an 8-year-old. All right, so taking these gross concepts and not dumbing them down, but explaining them in a way where anybody can get it. All right, next, in coaching specifically, it's seeing both the forest, so both the entire class, but also the individual trees. So seeing individual people, individual movement, individual mechanics, and seeing the whole class at one time. This is a very, very difficult skill to master. Um, I can do that through my positioning. All right, so I'm going to position myself in a way that as I'm looking at one group, I can focus on that one group, and then I can watch other people at the same time. Or if you think about it, yeah, you can think about dynamic and static positions to every single movement that we teach. There are parts where you're stop moving, so static, and there are parts where you're moving. It is very, very easy to watch one group dynamically and let the others kind of do their thing, and then stop everybody and look at groups statically, and then coach everybody at the same time statically where nobody's moving, and then switch groups, coach that one group dynamically, and then watch everybody from a static position, kind of keep going back and forth there. And then when you correct people, so correcting is the next phase, is make it short, actionable phrases, not long sentences, not long drawn out stuff. It's like Drew elbow down, or Drew heels. Like stay in your heels. Something super quick, super brief, but also give them direction and give them an action to take as you're doing that. As you're doing that cue or that coaching moment. All right, the next part is going to be group management. All right, and this is two ways to kind of think about this. Is one, when you break the group out into like your learning phase. So like you guys, you teach a little bit, blah blah blah, and then you break out into session or break out into an area. You need to set the class up. Don't let them go to any area they want. You set it up so that you are successful in seeing how you want to see the class. You've got every right to set up people where you want. You can mix and match groups how you want to. You set them up how you want to be set up, not how they want to be set up, and they'll appreciate it down the road. They might look at you kind of funny at first, but they'll appreciate that down the road. In addition, in that group management, you need to include everybody in conversations, in how you're coaching folks. Make everybody feel a part of a team. So we didn't go over this a whole lot earlier, but you want to make people feel better when they leave than when they came in, and you do this by including them in that team atmosphere, using their name, spotlighting them in class, saying, "Hey, like Drew, great job on that elbow." Make sure you use their name when you do that. What that does is it releases chemicals from the brain, specifically in this case, a chemical called serotonin. It's that group cohesion chemical where I'm a part of a group and I'm getting recognized for being part of that group. It's like a pride chemical, like that gets released, and you feel real good when somebody calls you out for being part of a good part of the group. So keep that in mind as we go. The next is going to be presence and attitude. All right, making sure you have fun. We talked about it earlier. Find a way in the car ride over that you're just like ripping that shirt open like Superman, that you can see that emblem on your chest when you walk through the door. You're having the greatest day ever. It doesn't matter what your day's actually been like outside of the studio or the gym. When you walk into the studio, you are having the best day ever. Your job, as soon as you walk through those doors, is making other people's lives better. Right? Selfishly, understand that when you serve other people, your life gets enriched too. Right? That's kind of the benefit of coaching. Like when you have somebody do something they've never done before, or do something different, or win, or work out, or just you've made a difference, you also feel good. Right? You also feel good from that as well. You get some serotonin hit from that, but it is no longer a selfish, this is about me and my release from my day. Coaching is complete service. You're serving other people to make their day better. Your focus, if they're under your control for an hour, hour and a half, whatever that is to make it the best hour, hour and a half of their day. Not of your day, of their day. And it starts with having fun. You having fun, putting a smile on your face, high-fiving people, introducing yourself, telling like a silly story about your day, something that crazy that happened, so they start to feel connected to you. It's very, very simple to do that. And then always think about yourself as serving other people. That's what coaching is. It's service. Coaching is delivering service to other people. Teaching them what you know in a way that helps them retain that knowledge is such a powerful move. And lastly, demonstration. So using yourself as a demonstration tool, also being able to use other people as demonstration tool, and not necessarily the best movers in class. Use some folks that don't ever get recognized. Use their name. Hey, Greg, over there in the corner. Hey, why don't you come here and show the class this north-south move, or show the class this squat, or show the class this forward roll. Man, how powerful is that to build that group cohesion? Again, coaching is leadership, and leadership is impacting other people. So see how you do when the focus shifts from you and it shifts to the people you're serving. All right, see you later.